can see we're in HD now, better quality, so hi there, HD world, yeah, my camera's been broke for quite some time, so this is the first time I'm gonna do like a midnight review from a week ago, since I've been sick. Don't worry, I still remember the movie, it was still highly fucking entertainable. Yeah, you can see my plushy bear, just ignore it, it's good luck charm. Let's hope for my health. It gets better. Anyway, okay, last Sunday, I think it was a Sunday, I went to see Alien Covenant. Covenant? Fuck. The new Alien movie. Wow, that's gonna be a long blooper reel, so I'm not gonna use that as a blooper, but yeah, I'm just gonna say the new Alien movie from Ridley Scott. First, gonna give a little honest opinion about the first one, the previous one, the Prometheus movie. People was criticizing about that movie. Can be quickly explained because, like saying, oh, the scientists were bad, it was stupid, and yeah, there was some stupid moments in there, but like, I would say 70% of the movie still decent, still a freaking entertainable movie. It looked good, was spectacular. Some stuff didn't make sense, but come on, it's Hollywood, it's a Hollywood movie. Just go with it. Go with it. Fuck, my commercial is going off again. Yeah, I'm using background music, so pardon my expression. With the first movie, it was a decent enough movie. Some things were just stupid as hell, I'm just giving one example, like in the spaceship. Okay, if you don't see this movie, go watch Prometheus. Skip this 30 seconds. If you see the ship, the long literally U-shaped ship crashing down, you see the two characters, like the female characters, running away. The stupid thing was, like, the ship was moving in one direction, like literally moving towards you. Move to the left. Well, this is your left. This is my right. You know what I mean? Move to the other side of the ship. That's what it didn't do. It's like, oh my god, you just killed Charlize Theron. Good actress. This movie portrays her as not a clever character, but that's just my part. The ending kind of hinted that it was definitely gonna be a second movie. There's like, oh, Prometheus 2 is coming. So I was, be honest, one side a bit worried, and my side was optimistic. Worried and optimistic about a sequel of this movie. First it was announced like, oh, it's gonna be the direct sequel to Prometheus, like with the same actress, that plays Elizabeth Shaw, I think. Which was like, okay, she's a fine actress, what she's got in that last movie from the previous movie. It's fine by me. It's seriously fine by me. I don't mind. Only then, like, I don't know. Sorry. Still, I thought I'm just gonna drink the non-discernible soda. Pardon me. Then they were announcing like, oh, she's not gonna be in this movie. And it's like, yeah, but you left the last movie open-ended. You left the last movie open-ended, and she was like, oh, that's fine, the homeworld of the engineers, and let's go there. And then you go continue that with a sequel. But by any chance could work if you have good screenwriters, which it did. Going to this movie, shouting at the movie, side or left, right, I don't know which side you want to do this. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how good this movie was. I was like, yeah, they didn't like continue the same storyline as they did in the last movie, because if you had to do that, literally continue a storyline from a previous movie, you had to depend on so much. Like you restrict your own writers to say, oh, but it has to fit in the narrative of the previous movie. It has to fit in that same. No, this did the right thing. Basically, in my opinion, is create their own movie. which still has elements from the previous movie, like stuff that happened in the previous movie, continuing this one, but still making this movie its own little thing. So that's respecting both the last movie makers. I have no idea if it's Alex Kurtzman or Ori something, the guys who did like the Star Trek movies and everything. Don't have no idea how to pronounce the names right, so I'm not gonna even try. They still respect them, but still, like, these are new screenwriters and everything, still have like the whole little story now, which is fine by me. This is pretty much how I would written the sequel. Yeah, if you had that meeting to this movie, I would say, yeah, I would do the same thing. I would say, okay, start with a new crew, have them sort of connected with the last story, a bit, but not too much. Not too much. You can still continue the last story from like where we left off, but still have their own little universe, create your own universe in your own little movie, which is pretty fine. The writing was not at fault in this movie. It was really freaking good. Sorry, I'm getting a up because it's like nervousness. Yeah, I would say writing wise, it's really good. It's really, really on point. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, so I'm just gonna try so much not to give too many spoilers away. So I'm just gonna say, when there's spoilers, stop the video, watch it, and then continue this video. That's basically it. I'm gonna talk quickly about non-spoilers. The pacing was pretty much really good. There was like excitement in there, exploration, but these guys were not scientists. These new people, new crew, were not scientists. They were like a colony ship, but the settlers, like the first small crew, and then you have like the other stasis pods and embryos and everything. You saw like little embryos and everything, which is pretty fun. I mean, that's how a colony ship works. If you travel long distance across space, you have to have your own colony ship, because surviving a long space travel can first mess up your psychological, probably screwing a bit up there, but also food wise, temperature wise, oxygen wise. If you keep in stasis, you need so little to do that. It's possible, but it's still a scientific theory. But yeah, it's logical. What they did is logical, still has the alien vibe to it from the original movies, which was really good. It was like these people were like the same thing, like the first characters, like the first movie. It was very reminiscent of the first one. I have to give it that. It was very much like Alien from 1977 or no 1979. Sorry. Wow, I'm mixing up my years again. Yeah, 70s almost Star Wars. Sorry, but that. Yeah, this. Wow. Casting wise, I was surprised. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's like a really big actor, kind of well known in Hollywood. He had no lines. He just died. He fucking died in the first 3 minutes of the movie. No, I think more. I think like 5 minutes or something. But he just died. Like without any warning, he went all like, I don't know, Human Torch, like Fantastic Four style. He was gone. And I was like, holy shit, could that happen as stasis? It's like, never give me up for space travel. Please don't ever give me up for space travel. Sorry. Still working on my health. Never give me up for space travel. Continuing on with the spoiler-free section. Pacing was good, casting-wise. This actress who played, I'm just gonna call it a new Ripley, I don't know how to call her anyways without spoiling it for you. Yeah, she does a really fucking good job. I've seen her on a movie. I didn't recognize her because she's got the whole short pixie hair going on. Didn't recognize her, but holy crap, she was good. She was really good. She was probably like fitting. She was first officer. She questioned her captain, of course, about doing the right thing, which was, yeah, I'm sorry. The captain in this movie is fucking stupid as hell, but that's my own opinion. She was like the first officer that we needed. Like the intelligent character. They were strong, but not overly strong. Not like, oh, they're gonna make her badass. Like no faults. They make her a human character, which were, they did with all those characters. Everything. They had couples. This whole spaceship is filled with like 4 couples or 5 or something, which all have a relationship. There's even a gay couple on there. Like, go for the LGBT community. Yeah, thank you for that. Which killed one of them. Thanks again for killing off the gay character fast, but one of them survived somehow. Yeah, there were couples in there, but it was not anymore as annoying as the reviews online give it out. It's like, oh, it's my wife, oh, it's that. Yeah, of course they respond like that. Look, if it's like my husband, yeah, spoiler, I'm gay, so you already fucking know that, I think, for this video. If it was my husband, I would do the same thing. I would literally risk, like, all the people on board just to save him. Because that's love. Love makes you blind, love makes you stupid. That's normal. So all the criticism like, oh, these characters are stupid, like the same movie. No, they're human. They're quite human. Even the captain that makes his own questionable mistakes in this movie is human. So yeah, the scares in this movie, because this is more horror than the last Aliens movie. I was like Prometheus. The scares in this movie were kind of predictable, but to me, I have no idea if that's to everybody who watched this movie. But it's kind of predictable. That's like a build-up. The alien was okay. I don't know if it was a suit or somebody CG. I don't know. I couldn't even tell. So maybe that's a positive or negative thing. So that's okay. The scares were okay. You kind of knew what was coming, because if you see enough horror movies or like thrillers or something, you know what is coming. You know exactly what's coming and when it's gonna come, when the scares is coming. And if you know the new franchise, you probably know what's coming, which kind of troubled me a bit. But because some things were established, like I don't know, the facehugger scene, and some stuff were ignored. But I think it was just to benefit this movie, because if you had like every established rule we had in the previous movies in this franchise, you had to constrict your riders so much that you couldn't even do shit. This had like the freedom to do whatever the hell they wanted. Okay, I'm gonna stop here right now. I'm gonna talk a bit about spoilers. So stop this video right here, pause it, go watch this movie, and then come back to watch the spoiler section. So, yeah, I'm gonna start spoiler now. Okay, spoilers. James Franco died fast. Big spoiler. Sorry. No, this is really weird, because I thought like I saw him in the sleeping part, the stasis part. Sorry. And I was like, okay, we got James Franco in this, and I didn't even know that, because I didn't see that. Like, there was apparently like a prequel clip or something online. You can watch like, oh, they're all together before they go in hypersleep or something, and I never got to see that. I just saw it like now, after this movie, which is kind of weird, because yeah, you know that Skeptic's not gonna survive, and you know he's gonna die. It's pretty freaking good in that 5-minute clip, and yeah, nothing to worry about that. He just dies like the Human fucking Torch. Like, oh, flame on! It's a pretty shocking moment, because everybody comes out of that sleeping part and everything's okay. You see his wife standing next to him, and he just flame on. It's like he dies in the most surreal way possible. Like, I would be shocked. I mean, she's a shock too. I would be shocked if my husband like died like that. I was like, fuck no. Fuck no. I don't want to see that. Yeah. We don't get to see the xenomorph, which we know in this movie. I'm just gonna do it step by step. The first kill, the first alien we see, is like spores. Like, this whole planet is filled with spores somehow, like going into your ear, and you get a really nice effect shot. The effects are really fucking good. Inside his ear, and then affecting him from inside out, which we never saw before. Because yeah, it's creative. Because why we have to say the same face hugs every time? It gets boring after a while, you know. The face hug is cool, everything is iconic, but after a while it gets boring. So I kind of liked what they did. Like, oh, let's give him like spores. And what was the other guy? Breathing into his nose or something. I don't know. But like two things get contaminated. The alien didn't burst out of his chest. Like I was like, oh, expecting like, oh, it's even infirmity. He's palpitating. Like it's gonna burst out of his chest like John Hurt style. No, it didn't. It came out of his back or something. I would say out of his back, and it was pretty fucking. The gore in this is pretty brutal. So don't go in this movie expecting like, oh, they're gonna keep it PG-13. No, you literally see the alien crawling out of his fucking back, out of his spine or something. I don't know. You can see like bursting out like in his back, and then crawling out. It was pretty horrible. The way it showed, and then it's like they were contained, like the door was sealed of the infirmary, sorry. Big trouble speaking today, I don't know why. And then the girl comes in, like, I would do the same thing, like, get a fucking gun, because that thing looks not friendly as hell. Comes in, trips, literally slips on the blood, and shoots the shotgun all over the room. Which is the funniest thing ever, come on. Which kind of is realistic, because, come on, you would slip over something and, like, shoot everywhere. Yeah, the second one was on a planet, also burst out of somewhere, I don't even know where it bursted out. Yeah, those pretty good scares. You see them landing, the effect of the shuttle exploding, because that thing exploded like a mother hell. That was a practical effect, which I have to give Ridley Scott props to. Most of the stuff I see, most stuff you can do, he does it perfectly. Like real sets, real stuff you can touch, like models. Holy crap, that explosion looks real. Much better than the bad CGI explosions we got, like from other movies, like Independence Day. The CGI was just shit as hell. It looked plastic, looked fake. This looked really 100% more realistic than the movie from last year. Weird enough, I know. The Xenomorphs, the new ones, the first one you get to see, the white, I'm just gonna call it the white Xenomorphs, you know, the white albino ones. I have no idea how to call them because they're never giving any name for them. It's a cool design. It looks like a hybrid between a human and a Xenomorph, which is weird because the Xenomorph itself, like we saw in the previous movies, like in Aliens and the other ones, was a hybrid between a human because it is a hybrid. It uses human DNA as its host and then pops out. We saw in Alien 3, like a jump out of an ox or a dog, depending on which version of the movie you saw, and it like mimics how it's doing it, like its host, it like mimics it. This thing looked really weird. The albino looked out of place and out of nowhere, out of focus, I don't know. It's like, okay, why the other one, the Xenomorph we got, like the black Xenomorph, it looks like that, and this looks a lot more like a human. No answers to that. I know it's explained in the movie subtly, because the bad David, the David from the Prometheus, which has gone crazy, has been experimenting with different kinds of viruses. So I'm probably guessing like that's the cause why this Xenomorph looks different than the scary Xenomorph. Yeah, they're both scary, but this thing does not look scary, I'm sorry. The albino one did not frighten me as much as the original Xenomorph did. So I have to take another sip. I know, I have to show you. By the way, this is not beer, this is energy drink, so the way I don't get drunk during my reviews. Yeah, the albino one didn't scare me. It sort of killed off a few characters brutally, really badly, but it was not frightening as in like the Xenomorph. The Xenomorph was more frightening to me, like ever. Moving on from that, now this planet, they see what happens, they see like the other David and everything, what happened to Prometheus, what happened after. So apparently they went to the homeworld, they found it, because where they are now is the homeworld from the engineers. We see this really weird clip of David, like, I don't know, dropping it down or like dropping all those tanks we saw in the previous movies that contain the virus and everything, dropping it down on everybody. I'm not even kidding. That bad David, or from the previous Prometheus movie, has gone fucking mental. He's just committed genocide. I know the engineers are not maybe the good guys. Maybe, there's some bad guys in there, but the entire species? I'm sorry, with all due respect, an entire species. He just killed an entire species to prove his point. To get revenge on his creator. So, I don't know if this guy got megalomaniac or something, got a bit too big of ego, got a bit of William Shatner's ego or something, but holy shit, he just killed them all. You can literally see the scene dropping in and the black virus contaminating everybody. Like, I mean, I don't know how many there were, like, I think millions or something, because the whole city was full of people. Everybody's dead. And I'm assuming this is the homeworld of the engineers, so basically he just committed genocide. We just glossed over in like a nanosecond. Oh my god, has to be talked about because there's like a scene in there which I want to talk about too. The explanation what he did, this scene what I'm talking about from he's dropping those bombs down, it's too early in the movie. It's too early. I'm not blaming Ridley Scott, I'm blaming the editor. I'm always blaming the editor in my reviews, but this time it's really his fault. The real explanation of the genocide should have been placed later in the movie, just way beyond the movie, just before the bad, David gets completely insane. And then we can show the big reveal. You kind of have this, you kind of lost the integrity of the story. He's not 100% okay because he's got all those drawings and everything and experiments, but you don't know he's evil yet, you don't know he's bad. So you have to keep that a bit later in the movie. So I don't even get why to do it now, but yeah, that's Hollywood editing for you. I'm fine with it, very early, but in my opinion it could be done a bit later. Yeah, we meet up with the bad David, just gonna call him the bad David, the good Walter David, I don't know. Yeah, the new robot is called Walter, sorry, completely forgot that. Yeah, that's good. They meet up with him, we see the two droids, I don't know what you call it, I just call them androids because they're human-like, so the androids is a better word. They meet up, we get a whole chat, we get the whole city, we get the whole backstory, the survivors, and homing the signal down just to get their ship down. We get this really weird, I want to say like Paradise Lost. If anyone read that book, Paradise Lost, you get this whole vibe in this movie. Like the whole middle section is basically Paradise Lost. Like David completely annihilates every engineer, like the whole species, and then takes it to its own account. Uses the same technology to make his own creation, make the Xenomorph. Basically, David created Xenomorphs. So yeah, he's evil. No, but it's good. It's really good. I got a really good, nice, badass Lost feel to it. I really like the talks he had between Walter and David, the two Michael Fassbenders, which I give Michael Fassbender every praise in the world. He does a phenomenal job. Holy crap! Give this guy a fucking Oscar already. This is just one of the better acting qualities I've seen. You got the whole David, he's evil, but it's such in a subtle way. You kind of feel sympathy for him. Because you know why he's doing this, because he saw his own creator, his own god basically, get killed by the engineers. Because he sees like Wayland, his boss or his creator, die in the previous movie. So basically, if we see, Vision guys see God die or get killed by something really bad, we want revenge. Because if you believe in that so heavily, you want the revenge. You want them to fucking feel bad for it. I'm just gonna sleep 24 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this a bit up because I don't want to have too long a video. He basically wants fucking revenge and all the props to him. we get this really intense horror section at the end. Because yeah, the first one I have, the first few kills with the albino one was also horror, but not horror. Then the whole section, David versus David, was really good. Only kind of weird because I got a, well, Michael Fassbender kissing Michael Fassbender got me excited and kind of more someone. Sorry, he's hot. I'm sorry, him kissing himself, more fantasy than someone, but then all of a sudden, I don't want to say this, but if you get the Blu-ray, you want to pause that moment. He sort of punches the good Walter, the good android, and he draws a weird freaking face, like his face just magically turns to something so funny. It's supposed to be scary, it's supposed to be disturbing, but the face he makes is like somebody makes a funny face, you know, in the video screen or Snapchat. That's basically the face that the good Walter gets when he gets punched out. It's like a bit discerning and you literally crunch down, like it's deactivated. And then you get the whole, oh, Xenomorphs, oh, the captain, the bad religious captain, which I didn't talk about much. I'm going to briefly mention him. He's religious, he is the sole Christian religion, I think Christian, I don't know, you might me if I'm wrong. He has little faith in his crew, and the crew has little faith in him. Oh god, it's fate, it's Paradise Lost again. Yeah, it's kind of glossed over and everything, I get it. This crew has his own mentality behind it. I can get it. He's so, I would say, two-dimensional. There's no character building. No, the captain has one reason only. Oh, let's go down to this planet. We didn't study this. We didn't see if there's any toxin in the air. Let's go down here and settle our colony here. You dumb fuck. Sorry. You got this whole planet over there. I know you have to go in hypersleep. Most people don't want to go in hypersleep. But hey, guess what? That planet was considered safe. There was hundreds of probes sent to it. And I got a mosquito right in front of me. Sorry about that. But just go to this planet, land, and yeah, get infected. Of course, you don't make any bioscan, nothing, already toxin in the air. Oh god. Yeah, and you get into the stupid thing like check the freaking bioscanners if there's something in the air. You have to have some kind of scanners to see if there's toxin in the air. Because they did it in Prometheus. Oh, let's take off our helmets and basically like ignore every rule of sanity. Oh, I can breathe, so the air must be fine. They do this in the same movie. They do this in the same fucking movie. Walk outside. I can smell oxygen. Let's go outside. What about toxin? What about poison in the air? No, nothing. Sorry, that's the only concern I have with this movie. It's like at least the previous movie had helmets on. Yeah, I would say. This had help. Okay, before somebody comments this, they had helmets on, but they took them off really quickly. So don't worry, I don't remember the not like a just completely forgot. The scares are okay. It's kind of ruined by like saying, "Oh, the alien is there now." Showing the alien there, killing people. The alien is there now. Oh, walking toward the corridor. So, don't do that. Make a good horror aspect, like jump scares. You can have a true jump scare. The alien looks scary, but you know it's coming. You know what's coming because somebody's already telling you. It's like saying, Freddy Krueger is going to be behind you in 10 seconds. Freddy Krueger is going to kill that kid. You're completely throwing off the horror aspect of this movie. So yeah, and we have to talk about the ending. So the scares are okay, they go in sleep apart, everything is okay. David fight David again, fights him again. They cut away just before he strikes the bad David. The bad android, because Walter's the good one. I'm completely forgetting all that every time. Then they cut away, and it's so fucking obvious that the bad David, the bad android, this David, survives. Sorry. I know you see like, oh, he's in no hand, he's at the same car. He can do that to himself. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can see that. So the twist in the end, like, oh, the golden half asleep, and it's alright. The good Walter is the reveal. It's David. It's the bad one. It's the bad one. Doesn't even explain if it's literally is David or just David uploaded himself into Walter. That could be possible. It's like, oh, let's upload myself because I'm a computer program. Uploading myself, deleting the Walter program, uploading myself in a new body. Is that a possibility? It's never explained. It's never explained whatsoever. So that's a good reveal. It's a really good reveal, you know. It's kind of scary, actually. Which is okay, you know. We see the Xenomorph busting out the captain. We saw everything, controlling it, which is fine. Except the ending. Let's talk quickly about the ending because it's already been past the 30-minute mark. The ending. Damn. Why? Why? I'm just gonna say why. You see David coaching up like little alien eggs. I'm not even kidding. Like, oh, it's face huggers. It's another thing. I was like thinking about the scene from Airplane, the comedy, like the egg, you know, like the eggs in and smashing and seeing like a little bird flying out of it. I was thinking about that scene while watching it. I'm like, why? Why not seal this movie off with the realization that the bad David is there? And here's an idea. Have this David send a signal to the ship. I don't know. No, I have no idea what the ship name is. I just had it in fire freeze right now. The ship from Alien, the first movie. Have him send a signal to Mother and give the coordinates to that alien facility and have that the closing place, like, have that the movie close off. Have the movie close off on that. Like, oh, we're going from this. You can immediately watch. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My camera just froze. I'm just gonna edit this later a bit. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna do this like this. Yeah, my camera completely froze up. I have no idea why. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna round this review a bit up because the camera is just being weird fucking now. I just want to say this movie is good except the ending. It didn't need to. It didn't need to be. So this is my roundup a little bit. The ending was okay, but didn't need to. Just gonna say it didn't need to have this ending. It's a 7 out of 10. This movie is 7 out of 10 definitely, and if it wasn't for the ending, it could have a 9 out of 10. Personally, it could have a 9 out of 10. If it had this sequel baiting at the end, 9 out of 10. So I'm gonna round this review up because it's getting really long right now because I see like it's a 40-minute thing right now. So it's a 7 out of 10. Go watch this movie. It's a good movie. Hope to do Alien 5, like continue the future Alien series like they promised. But don't see high hopes for that. So go watch this movie. Have fun, have a good time, and be seeing you next time.